Wait, your Crocs are in the shot.
Oh, they can't be. The Ego 765 currently is the world's most powerful handheld blower. The detailing world picked up on this really quick, and a bunch of manufacturers started coming out with these little stubby nozzles specifically for car detailing. Today I'm going to test this out on my personal vehicle and put it through some real world testing so you guys can see exactly how powerful this is. This thing is an absolute beast. I was really surprised at how powerful this was. Let's get into it. So this is kind of everything that comes in the box. It has obviously the brushless blower. You have a connection that kind of looks like it's more for like getting rid of like sand or dirt. That's kind of nice that they have that. And then you have your actual leaf blower attachment, and it has a little quick connect, quick disconnect right here, which is nice to get a more concentrated funnel here. Everything fits really nice, clips on really nice and sturdy. It actually charges really quick. Out of the box, I had this fully charged in what seemed like almost an hour and a half. Granted, there were a couple bars when I plugged it in. So I'm starting with 2 bars here after doing all my testing. It takes about 2, maybe a little more than 2 hours to fully charge, which in my opinion is really fast for such a huge battery like this. So that's really nice. I could definitely see if you were going to be using this on the professional level, if you're a detailer, or if you're going to be, if you're going to do your lawn and blow all the leaves out and then blow your car, you're going to need 2 batteries. You're going to run out of batteries. It's kind of cool. The battery kind of has like a spring action to it. So you just push up and the battery comes up, which is really nice. Kind of cool. Also has a really, really cool little power display here. If you press the power button, it shows you exactly how much battery is remaining. You can do that while it's on the unit also, but I thought that was really nice. Nice LED display, very high quality. This Ego 765 has some really great features built in. The variable speed trigger is highly sensitive and allows you to adjust the blower to the exact power that you need. This cruise control dial is my favorite feature because it allows you to lock in your speed. This gives you a lot more control over the blower, obviously, because you don't have to press any buttons. You can just hold on to the handles and go to town drying off your vehicle. Then we have the turbo button. This button turns this blower into an absolute monster. The only time I really found myself needing to use this turbo mode is in tough drying spots like the areas around the decals and side mirrors. Otherwise, just the high speed setting is more than enough to dry off the car. For normal use, the turbo button is excellent for getting that extra boost needed to lift heavy, hard to move debris like wet grass or landscaping rocks. All right, so let's just take some quick measurements and compare and contrast the OEM nozzle to the stubby nozzle here. So I want to say, I measured this before, I think it's 40.5 inches-ish. Yeah, just a little less than 40.5 inches as it comes. And then you take off this and add the stubby attachment. And this stubby attachment I just got on Amazon. I'll put a link for it. It appears to be very high quality. I don't think this is like, I don't see this going anywhere. It seems very, very solid. Has a nice little click. You'll hear it when I put it in. Nice click. Very sturdy. There's no way this is coming off. So I definitely like this one a lot. It seems very high quality. Has a nice soft rubberized tip to it. But with the measurement with the stubby, we go from 40.5 to 26 about, maybe 26.5. The only thing that's a little off is it's not balanced really well. That's the only gripe I have about it, is this battery is super, super heavy. So it doesn't really give it a lot of balance. But with that being said, being able to hold like this, they definitely put a lot of R&D into this, because being able to have these handles right here, when it's blowing, it's pushing up. So you basically you're almost just holding on. It's just like floating in your hand. When you saw me using it over the hood, I was barely putting any pressure. So in that sense, it's actually, the balance actually makes sense because it's just kind of floating. And for car detailing, I could see you using it like this a lot. All right, so I'm gonna completely rinse off the truck and see how efficiently the blower removes the water. The only thing I have on this vehicle right now is Turtle Wax's ceramic spray. Project Farm did a review on this, comparing it to the Adams $150 graphene ceramic coating, and the differences between the two were negligible. So I had to try this out, and I gotta say, this stuff performs really great. For $15, it's going to be hard to beat. Of course, it's not going to be as strong as a true ceramic coating, but for 15 bucks and the ease at which you can put this stuff on, definitely a product to check out. I highly recommend it. So the first thing that hits you when you turn this on is you can definitely tell there is a power difference between this and any other handheld blower that you've used. Very strong, very powerful. You notice it right away. It's in a category of its own. I love the turbo button. It's able to get into all those cracks and crevices like you see here on the F-150 badging and inside of the side mirror. All those little cracks and crevices, just blows the water right out of everything. And this stubby nozzle is great. It locks on, no vibration at all. I love that I can get really close to the paint without having to worry about anything with the soft rubber coating at the end. I was able to quickly dry off my vehicle with no water spots in under 5 minutes. Very nice tool to have. If you purchase this blower, most likely you're not going to just use it for blowing off your vehicle. So I wanted to show a quick demonstration of how powerful this works up against some things that you would encounter in your backyard, starting with some light grass clippings and leaves, and then ending with some heavy, hard to move debris like rocks and shells. Leaves on the high setting at 8 feet, no problem. Wet leaves, 8 feet high, still no problem. Wet grass clippings on high, no problem. Just some dirt at 8 feet. Wasn't able to do the trick, so we had to move up to the turbo mode. Still wasn't able to move it, so we went to 5 feet, hit it with turbo, and it took care of it. All right, now we're getting into the heavy debris section here. This is pea gravel at 8 feet. Doesn't really do much. 5 feet, we start to see some movement, and then I bring it up to about maybe 4.5 feet on turbo, and it just moves it like no problem. And then the ultimate test, the seashells. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you have these at your house. They look great, but if you have them, you know they are such a pain in the neck. If you get them in your driveway, they just don't want to move. You end up having to sweep them. But with the Ego 765, it does a great job. I did have to get about at the 3 to 4 foot mark for them to finally start moving, but it did do the job and it pushed them back into place. All right, guys, final unbiased, honest thoughts on this Ego 765 blower. I purchased this myself. Nobody sent this to me. These are my real thoughts and opinions. It's hard to find something to not like about this blower. It's the most powerful handheld blower you can purchase, and it has a fantastic warranty on both the blower and the battery. If I had to say one thing that I didn't like about it, I might say that the weight of the battery is a little too much. But on the other hand, that's kind of to be expected when you have such a powerful machine. I was also going to say initially that it's a little pricey and that could be a downside. But after doing some research, its price is fairly on par with the other top-rated electric blowers in its power category. And in some cases, it's less expensive. I have to say, I really love this blower. Would I buy this blower with the stubby nozzle as a standalone car detailing product? Absolutely not. I would not be able to justify spending $200+ on something to just dry my car. But with that being said, if I needed a blower for my backyard and also enjoy detailing, whether it be recreationally or professionally, picking up the Ego 765 would be an easy choice. It outperforms everything in its class, and with an inexpensive stubby nozzle, you can turn this blower into an awesome, fun-to-use car detailing accessory. It's a great machine, very well built. I like all the features on it. Definitely would recommend picking one of these up if you're serious about detailing, if you're a professional, or you just want to be able to rinse off your car. If you want to just blow off your car in like no time at all. When you put this turbo button on, the water just disappears from the paint. So it's really nice. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button and consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.